Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and click record and record. Alright, what's up guys? This is the GeekList podcast with your host MJ here, the number one GeekLister, and I'm very nervous, but have two special guests with me. I have Gabe and I have Justin, DangIT crew, DangIT Productions, one of my favorite reactors out there. How are you guys doing, man? How are you doing?
We're doing good.
We're doing good.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, nervous. I mean, I've had Tyrone Magnus on here. I've had Dino Rhymestyle. He's a gaming YouTuber, Dragon Ball YouTuber as well. And I mean, I'm just nervous because you guys are one of the first reactors that I got into. So I'm like a fan right now, you know? Fan right now.
Actually, I was actually a fan of Tyrone's stuff before I actually got the idea of doing reactions, actually.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys talked to him or conversated with him?
I've actually sent him an email myself.
Honestly, I've never really even heard of the guy. I'm not really too big into YouTubers and all that. I just kind of stick to what I watch.
Uh-huh.
And that's usually like scientific videos. Every now and again, I dive into like Markiplier or PewDiePie or some other random gamer at the moment.
Uh-huh. I'm sort of the same way, but I have like my own little subscriptions that I kind of go to. There's like that setting where you can set notifications for certain videos to pop up. You know, I have that set up for you, Tyrone, and a couple of others. So as soon as you guys post a new video, it comes right on my phone. So
that's cool.
Nice.
But usually with this, I sometimes do them by myself, where I just talk about anything that's hot at the moment, whether it's the new Star Wars movie. I did a spoiler review about that. Did some other things as well. But when I have special guests as yourselves, I like to ask you guys questions, and so I guess we'll start with the first question here. Okay. How did all of this start? And I'm sure you get this a lot. How did all of this come together? How did all of you guys come together to create such a successful channel?
That actually falls on Justin right here.
All right. It started back in, I would say 2011. I took a visual media studies class on like introduction to film, how to make videos from like a simple camcorder, edit on iMovie and stuff like that. And I was definitely following YouTubers at the time, but I never really thought about becoming like a YouTuber, becoming a filmmaker. I was just kind of along for the ride. I thought it was just an interesting course to take. And as I started editing more and more videos, I learned that this was something I really liked to do. And so that's how I got started with just getting interested in filming. As in regards to starting the channel, that started when I graduated high school. I got a couple of my friends. It was actually not Gabe or any of the other guys that you usually see. It was my friend Dennis and my other friend Angela that we started DangIT Productions. And what was the thing I did? We did skits, we did vlogs, random videos, and now the podcast, the reaction videos, and now gaming videos. And that's pretty much the shorthanded version of it.
Oh, okay. Gabe, how did you fall into this? When did you? Because when I became a fan and subscriber, you were already there with everyone. So. Oh
yeah, it grew a lot in the last about year or so. But I actually came sometime around late 2012, early 2013. I started living with Dennis, DJ, the guy that who helped him start it. And I've been friends with them for many years. It's just I never really helped with filming and all that until one day Justin came over, started filming. I was like, oh, that seemed like a pretty cool thing to do. I started off in his vlogs every now and again, and it was weird being in front of a camera, talking to it as though there was actual people on the other end. But as it went more on and on, I got more and more used to it and kind of helped Justin spearhead DangIT Productions into what it is now.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's amazing. I remember the very first video I came across of you guys was, I believe it was a K-pop video of J Park, Mome or something like that.
Oh yeah, Mome.
And I was watching it and I was like, all right, like typical reaction. But then when you just see that ass pop up on that screen and then Gabe, oh, that's Trap. Like right there, I just clicked subscribe. That like made me burst out laughing. But you guys are a fan of anime, right? Well, I know you are, Justin.
Oh yeah, like we all are actually.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question about Naruto Filler. What are your thoughts about that? Like, do you not mind it? Do you hate that it's taking forever for this show to end when the manga already ended? What are your thoughts on that? Like, are you still a fan of Naruto? Like, do you still love the series, manga, the story, or?
I would say that Naruto has been like one of the first animes that I started following instead of just like watching on the side. I would say that Dragon Ball Z, though it was a really cool anime. It wasn't something that I was dedicated to watching. I would just like sit on the side as my brother would watch it. But definitely Naruto was like my thing. It was on Toonami, all that stuff. Just like watch it like every week or whenever it was broadcasting and stuff like that. In regards to the filler, at first I didn't really like filler. It's just like might as well go with the main story arc. I always felt that was the way to go. But I think particularly what's going on now with Naruto, I think I think I understand why they put filler. It's just to spread out the imagination, like the what ifs, and the what ifs, and just like different ideas that creators might have for Naruto, and just see what happens with that. And I think it's just good for everyone in general because it's just more Naruto, and it'll just not end as soon as it should.
Yeah, I know some people are very angry at the fact that it's still going on, and there's like a rumor, I'm not sure if it's true, but there's a rumor that there's only going to be like 2 canon episodes or 3 canon episodes. I like filler, because it shows, like you just said, it shows different adventures and stuff that you didn't see in the manga, so you get to see your favorite characters overcome, the obstacles and stuff that face them, stuff that you didn't get to see in the original content, which is always good. Speaking of anime, what animes are you into right now? I can name a very popular one off the top of my head. One Punch Man. Have you guys seen that? Have you heard of it?
One Punch! Yes, absolutely. One Punch Man. It's so sad that it had to end its like first season maybe soon.
I think that's just the end of it. I heard that they were just going to do the 12 episodes and I think like 5 OVAs.
Yeah. Something like that.
Not to spoil it for you, but it did already end. The season finale was, I believe, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. Did y'all guys catch that? Or?
Yeah, I watched it.
Same here.
And that was amazing. What is your opinion on the animation for that? Do y'all guys think Madhouse is a badass animator? Because I believe that show had one of the best animations in any anime that I've seen in recent memory.
I don't know much about Madhouse as like animation studio or anything like that, but definitely One Punch Man like really like sets the bar like really high.
Yeah, I think it had really good animation, but then again, I'm not like real keen when it comes to like noticing slight flaws, slight strengths and all that. I'm more of like broad picture kind of guy, so I'm not the person to ask about like animation styles and all that.
I get what you're saying because I'm a very big fan of Dragon Ball Super, and I do a lot of reviews of Dragon Ball Super, and I'm not sure if you've seen it, but a lot of people are hating on the show because of the animation that is not up to par with other animes out there. I'm not sure if you've seen pictures, but there are memes out there of Goku looking very derpy almost every shot.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, like you guys said, you only have a limited amount of time here, so I'm going to kind of go fast.
Okay.
It's been like a really good year for gaming, in my opinion. We had Fallout, Just Cause 3. I'm a fan of that franchise. Star Wars, even though that was really hyped up too much, in my opinion. A lot of good games. What do you expect for this year in 2016? Obviously, coming out next month, I believe, is Ultimate Ninja Storm, right? So, any games that you guys like? Are y'all guys hardcore gamers? Or are y'all like looking forward to any particular game coming out?
I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore gamer, but I do play the heck out of like whatever game I am getting my hands on. In regards to like games I'm looking forward to, I guess I'm more towards like the JRPGs. Like right now I'm like looking forward to Fire Emblem as well as Naruto Ninja Storm, though that's not really an RPG, but it is a fighting game. But I actually pre-ordered that, so I can't wait for that. Bravely Default Second Layer, that's supposed to come out sometime this year too. But yeah. Stuff like that.
Go ahead.
Gabe?
Myself, I guess I'm a hardcore gamer because I get like really into whatever game I'm playing. I'm really competitive when it comes down to it. I try and find all the secrets, try and get really good as fast as I can. Like I dive into a brand new game, skip the tutorial, go straight into hard mode. But when it comes to games that I'm looking forward to, I think the only one I'm really like having my eye on is For Honor. Other than that, my main like game set tends to be like strategy games, kind of like Civilization, Tropico, SimCity, things like that.
Okay, so you guys aren't like a fan of the whole Call of Duty online gameplay, huh?
Well, I like those games and I'm good at them. I enjoy them, but shooters aren't really like a big buy for me in the sense that they are pretty much all the same. A lot of games that fall in a genre are pretty much the same thing: fighting, racing, shooters, adventures. They tweak little things that make them slightly different and slightly better or worse than others, but other than that, they're all the same. So I try and find one that's like constantly challenging me to play differently.
Okay, all right. Are you guys a fan of the Street Fighter franchise? Because I know Street Fighter 5 is coming out. That's being hyped up really big amongst the communities that I'm part of, like the anime and the gaming and stuff like that. Are you guys looking forward to that, or is that not really on your radar?
It's not really on my radar. I've never been a big fighting game guy. The last fighting game I played was Tekken 3.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I'm not that big of a fan of Street Fighter either, though it is a cool game that I do like to like watch how it grows up and stuff like that.
Okay, we'll jump into the next question here. Were you guys surprised when Team 4-Star was hit with all those copyright claims? Did that really like hit you? Like, were y'all like, what? Because they've been making videos for years now, and it kind of caught me off guard that their whole channel got hit like that, you know?
Gabe, you have
I think haven't they been hit with copyright before?
I believe so.
This big like incident. Cause
I can't remember, but I wasn't too sure it was as big as this, where almost every video was, you know?
Yeah, well, I know that it's every video right now that's just being like completely torn down by copyright and all that. But when it comes to using like big company material, then I'm like not too surprised when it gets hit with copyright strike. Granted, they have been doing it for a long time and it's just been like a slap on the wrist mainly. I do feel like they're going way overboard with this because they are taking snippets. It's not the full episode and it's redubbed entirely.
True. Yeah, that's true. Because they're actually putting in a lot of people, and people say this too about reactors too, and I'm also a reactor as well, that people say that when you take other content and put it up, that you're not really doing too much to it, you know, that you shouldn't call yourself a YouTuber because of that. Whereas when you look at them, like Gabe just said, they actually redub everything, you know, they edit everything, they put a lot of work into it. So in my opinion, I think they should be allowed to upload to YouTube without any copyrights going their way, you know. And the same way for some reactors too. Tyrone hit the nail in the coffin when he goes, someone had tweeted him or something like this about, you should stick to gaming because that's way better than doing reactions, right? And then he sent back, well, aren't I just reacting to the game? So
that's
I thought that was like really good there because that's true. I mean, what's the difference between reacting to a game, you know, playing a game for the first time and streaming it, to just reacting to, you know, trailers or anything, you know? So that brings me to my next question. What is your opinions on that? People who say that reactors, you know, shouldn't be reacting, you know, they shouldn't call themselves YouTubers, or that it's lazy work, you know? What do you think about that?
To a degree, yeah, I agree that it's not the most challenging thing to edit for sure. But you have to wonder, like, why do reaction videos work?
And that's one thing I've always wondered. I've never understood how they work, why people enjoy it.
And subscribe for it, especially.
I've voiced actually many times in our podcasts, and I think once in our Let's Play, that I am not a fan of reactions or reaction channels. It works for some reason. But yeah, I do find it kind of downtrodden, boring, and stale in a sense to where I don't watch the reaction. Unlike most people, I don't watch the reaction video before watching the video itself. I watch the video, then watch the reactions if I do decide to watch them.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, I watch 1-2 reaction videos per, like, 1,000 videos that I watch. And I don't watch them all the way because most of the time they are kind of, hey, let's watch this. And then it ends like, well, that was my reaction. Bye. To where, I have to agree with a lot of people when they say that it's not really, okay. So I do consider reactors YouTubers in the sense that they make content. Granted, it's not original content. It is content that they've created and all that. A lot of them do tend to piggyback off of entireties of videos, which is where Justin kind of wanted to stray in the sense that we do discussions and actually talk over the video and all that. Where a lot of people complain that we talk over it, but at the same time, if you really are interested in it, you can watch it yourself. And if you're really interested in us watching it and watching it, that's what you're getting. Stop complaining that we're talking over the best part. Don't be like, hey, watch this and react to it, and then get mad when we watch and react.
I mean, I kind of understand, like, why they get upset when we talk over, like, a specific point, because maybe that's something that they wanted us to react to particularly, but maybe we're talking on the side and we're talking over each other. I get that, actually. But
Gabe does have a point, though. They tuned in to watch your reaction. They didn't tune in to watch the video because they could have just watched the video themselves. They could have easily typed in, Batman versus Superman trailer. No, they typed in Batman versus Superman trailer. DangIT reactions. You know what I mean?
And they also typed in, like, Star Wars trailer.
So they could have easily watched it themselves. So Gabe's pretty right on there. They tune in to watch your reactions, So, well, speaking of movies, what are your most anticipated movies of 2016? Doctor Strange, Captain America.
Oh, definitely Civil War.
Batman versus Superman. Civil War?
Yeah, definitely for me.
I don't know any movies that are really coming out next year that I'm excited about.
I don't really hear that many movies coming out, actually.
Yeah, I don't watch enough TV or go to the movies enough to, like, see trailers for new movies coming out.
Except for, maybe a few superhero movies here and there, like
Deadpool. Other than everything being completely overblown with Deadpool, Superman versus Batman, Avengers 3.
It's very true. I was gonna say that I don't even have, like, a subscription box or a TV. I use mostly my computer for everything, So it's funny that even though I don't have watched that much TV at all, except for when I'm at my grandma's or something and they have something on, you still go on social media and you can see all of this shit, everything's just getting bombarded of all of this stuff, all this content, Deadpool trailer or, the Superman versus Batman trailer or all that. What's your opinion on social media? And again, sorry guys, I'm moving really fast with them because I want to get them up, on my channel and everything, but, they have a very limited schedule. So, what are your opinions on social media? Because I've read an article one time where someone was saying that if social media didn't exist, then the world would be a better place. So, what's your opinion on that? Do you think that is true? Or, because I believe social media is a big part of in my opinion, as a reactor, to be able to share and do all my stuff and upload to everyone, upload to practically the world, So what's your opinion on that?
In regards to social media, I wouldn't say, like, what that quote would say, like, not to that extent. Like, maybe we do better, like, without some of the privileges that we have of some, like, particular aspects of social media. But it's a way for us to connect with other people. Like, without social media, YouTube wouldn't be here, essentially. You'd still be watching TV. A lot of people have more televisions in their room. Well, I guess gamers could actually bring that back up again. But, yeah. I'm drawing a blank here. But the thing with social media is that it is what it is. I mean, it is a way to share and make the world definitely a smaller place for other people to connect. And I think that's a very vital thing, is to interact with other people, because I think that's just how our society is like, that we just need to talk to people, not just be isolated through, like, regions and stuff like that.
I tend to have that same mindset, in that I'm kind of like a one race, one world type of person, to where we're all people. We should all kind of get along in the long run. Granted, we all have things that segment us, like race, religion, sexuality, things like that. They're all things that, like, pocket us, but that doesn't mean that we can't get along and enjoy one another and see what it's like over here, what it's like over there. Social media does have its downsides in the fact that the intolerant can bash and spew hate quicker to a much larger audience, but at the same time, anyone who's more accepting, wants to know about other cultures, other areas, they can do so without having to spend hundreds, thousands of dollars to travel the world and learn about this and learn about that. They can find it all out at home. they can, sure, it'll be biased based on whatever news you're looking at, but you can get a very solid understanding on how things are out there based off of what you can read and find from local news areas from that region, not necessarily international news station type things like CNN and BBC.
Okay. All right. Now, I'm not sure this is going to be the last question. Sorry, guys, about the whole question things, man, because I tried to, like, put together questions that you don't probably get bombarded with in your comment section. You know, like, stuff like the whole Team 4-star and then the social media stuff. You know what I mean? Because obviously you probably get a lot of questions about what... okay, now I'm drawing a blank. Okay, let me go and just ask you this right here.
Okay.
I kind of already know about YouTube and, you know, the stuff like that, but no one will listen to me. I'm not that big yet. From your own words, you know, from you guys spitting this out, how does one become a reaction channel? Like, what do you do? Because there's certain things you can't react to, you know what I mean? Like, obviously you can't react to the whole entire One Punch Man episode 12 season finale, you know, with nothing edited on it, just you reacting to that video, you'll get a strike like that, you know, so, or a claim, you know, so what is there to watch? And like, what is your, like, Gabby, she's a YouTuber, she told me the way she picks videos is that if they're on YouTube, then you can react to them. If they're not, then don't react to them, you know? So like, what's your opinion on that? Like, what do you guys choose to react to? How do you guys pick what to react to? How do you guys like configure what is the right things to react to?
So at first, when it came to choosing what videos to react to, it was pretty much that mindset that your friend said, and that was, if it's on YouTube, then let's just react to it and we'll be fine. But obviously that's not been the case. Definitely, like, one of our copyright strikes came from an Attack on Titan Abridged reaction from Team 4-stars themselves, which was actually uploaded by another person. So definitely, how should I put it?
Well, with that, it's kind of, you're not going to find the episode of Attack on Titan on YouTube. You have to kind of figure the source material that they got that from. My idea on that is, it's kind of a low cut type deal. But if it's anything done by a YouTuber, it is 100% fair game. That's kind of fucked up to say, but it is. YouTube's not going to hit you with a copyright claim on that. But if it's done by like a company like Vivo or something ramen that does
like Field Ramen?
Yeah, Field Ramen. If it's some type of like music industry, some type of film industry, if they have their own personal channel, that's kind of where you're crossing the line of you're gonna get hit with a copyright strike. One thing that we've noticed is that when it comes to like movie trailers, game trailers, things like that, they don't tend to care. Because they're not getting money essentially off of the trailer. They're getting the money off of the product being portrayed in the video. So I'm guessing they see it really as free advertisement for their product, other than they're piggybacking off of us to get our money.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And of course, if they really wanted to get the money that we get from like reacting to the trailers, then they are more than welcome to just do that.
Fun fact, I had a channel called MJ the Reactor, and I made my channel after watching you guys for a while, you guys and Tyrone, and I did nothing but K-pop reactions, and...
Oh, that's a quick way to...
So, I was getting views, but supposedly I was getting all these claims, like on every video I did, not strikes, claims, right, where they just said you match third-party content, and then all of a sudden I reacted to one video where supposedly I was... People who react to it, they usually like pitch the voice or they slow down the video. I didn't do that because I didn't know to do that, so my channel got taken down. So then I recreated my channel again as GeekList TV with the whole GeekList idea, you know. So now I pick it better, you know. Now I pick videos better, but yeah. It's a fun little fact for you guys.
Yeah. About that, what I found is that no matter what you do, whether you like decrease the size of the video size or like on the frame or change the pitch, if they can manually find that video, they will take it down if they can recognize it. And yeah,
I've heard the bots got better too. So
yeah,
the YouTube bots.
Yeah, for the most part, is you can change whatever you want to the source to avoid automatic detection, but if someone from YouTube or from that company kind of finds it, no matter what you do to alter it, no matter how good you think you're going to keep from getting detected, if someone can recognize it as this or notices that it is this, it's most likely going to get claims on it.
And the best way to just ensure that you don't get like a copyright strike instead of a claim, you want to go to the YouTube audio library and just look at ad-supported music and just like type down like whatever song, artist down there. If you can find it there and you follow their guidelines, then it's fair game. Otherwise, you want to be wary of it.
Yeah, that's true. YouTube is a very sticky and risky business or something to build off of, because of all that, like what you guys just said. Okay, one last question because we are going over 25 minutes here.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to think of this question off the top of my head because I already ran through my little list here. When you guys were talking about anime before, what anime are you currently into right now that you like the most? I know you guys, I'm not sure if Ruby counts as an anime. I haven't watched it really. I'm not.
It walks a fine line.
Is it an anime? Like, can you watch that? Like, I know you guys watch that, but anything else you guys watch in your own downtime that of course you can react to,
Me, not really. I'm really not an avid watcher of anime. Like, I enjoy it, I can watch it, but I'm not gonna like hunt it down and follow it. The only thing that I really did follow was One Punch Man. That's just because I knew it was gonna be a short series that was gonna be over fast. I think one show that I've always been, that like the moment I started watching it and a little before like hearing about it, that I was into, still am into, and really enjoy watching over and over again is the K-On! Series.
K-On!
Like I've watched that series. Granted, it's like 40 something episodes. I've watched the entire series about 12 times.
I've never even heard of this series, so I can't feel with you right now. I never heard of it, never seen it. Can you make a rundown of what's it about? Like, is it like a parody anime, comedy? Action?
It's a slice of life, and it's pretty much cute girls being cute while inside of a music club.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. If it's on Crunchyroll, I'm gonna watch that.
I don't think it's on Crunchyroll actually.
Oh, it's not.
Nuh-uh.
Hey, what about you, Justin?
I'm still following the Fairy Tail series. As far as as far as a new anime, one comes to mind. There's an anime called Gate. It just started.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, is it about a door?
It revolves around like this gate, which is like a dimension between like Japan and just like a different like medieval type of world.
So it's Inuyasha.
But they just started their second season. And I can't wait to continue watching that. They posted their first episode, so it's like yes.
All right, guys, that was DangIT Productions. Is there anything you want to say to your viewers before we log off?
Subscribe to GeekList.
Check out GeekList, see his videos, watch our podcast on his channel.
Hey.
Our interview.
Thanks for this shout out.
Yeah.
All right, till next time.
So that was our little interview podcast with the GeekList.
Yeah, he has I looked at his channel, like 95 subscribers, and he's just been doing his own reactions. He's been like interviewing other YouTubers.
Mm-hmm. From what he says, he's he had another channel. I'm pretty sure that had a few. I'm pretty sure it had at least like 1,000-ish subscribers.
Especially with like the K-pop stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it had well over 1,000. Probably like 10,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Because K-pop attracts a lot of people, as I'm sure most of you guys know.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was a fun little project that I had Justin do with me.
Yeah, he contacted you, right?
Yeah, with the texting app.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I guess you watched our first like podcast collaboration, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. Are we gonna just do our own separate like podcast, or are we just gonna be like, this is like episode 87, something like that? Maybe like a separate. This is like a
I'll put bonus.
Bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Bonus podcast number one.
Collab, dang it.
Featuring GeekList.
All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. And I don't really have like any kind of formulated closing statement for this.
If you guys want to set up a collaboration or something, you have the number to my phone. I can talk to Justin, and we could try and set up a date or something.
Yeah.
So
and just pretty much any other like social media, and I'll be down with like contacting you about that.
Yeah. So any startups, any big fans, anybody who's bigger than us and wants to help us out. Hey. Anyone's welcome to try and hang out, have a conversation with us.
Yeah, because it's really cool to talk to other people, especially about YouTube and just other subcultures.
Mm-hmm.
But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right. Bye.
Hashtag bye.
God damn it, Justin.